welcome to my corner.
Welcome to my corner. Let's have a talk now. From Miami to California. Check your girl out. I'm gonna give it to you straight up. That's right. That's right. Keeping it real, no games inside. Let's go. Welcome to my corner, y'all.
Welcome back to the corner. Welcome back. Okay, so I just kind of want some opinions. Let's just have a brief conversation. I'm gonna fill y'all in on the tea, and then y'all let me know if I'm tripping. Okay. So recently there was this post on the shade room that I shared. It was about the typical scenario, you have $200, your man has $50. The bill comes as $44.67. Who pays, you or him? And y'all know I don't be for it. Okay, so anyways, after that, it started this little whirlwind. A lot of guys were reaching out to me, having conversations with me, you should really do this in your corner. You should talk about it. So let's talk. So I had this conversation with a few guys, and one of the guys blatantly told me, Kennis, you would be not single if you could just lower your standards. I said, do y'all know what my standards are? Let me lower my standards, okay? No, I'm not doing it. In a world where they have no standards, please don't be afraid to have some. Command your space. I do. I'm reclaiming all my time. I ain't taking no more L's. So he basically told me, he thinks that I just want a lot for, these men. Let me tell y'all what my standards are so we can be clear. First of all, he need to love God. I ain't say nothing about religious aspects and God, okay? He need to have a job, okay? Have some transportation, not be a felon. Pretty simple. Not be on parole. Come on, not parole. I wouldn't mind, but I don't need. I'm not trying to go to the nearest prison and pick up my man. I'm not trying to do that. I don't want him to have kids. I really don't. But we could talk about why I don't want my man to have kids. But because I'm childish. He ain't got time to raise no kid. If he got me, I'm childish. I'm all he needs. No. I know it's real selfish, but whatever. And pretty much it. And be healed. And be assembled. I'm not putting you together. This is not Build-A-Bear. And so me and him were talking. And he was just I think you have a lot of standards, and I could probably be a great guy for you, but your standards. And I was like, no, you could never sit with me ever. No. And so I told him, I said, you know what I think it is? I think a lot of people that are dating now have never grown up and seen healthy and happy relationships. So you imitate what you see. So if you grew up in a household where your parents probably were together and your dad was beating on your mama, for example, Chris Brown, he ended up beating Rihanna because that's what he saw. He imitated what he saw. Okay, I grew up in nothing but healthy relationships. My grandparents were married, I think for 65 years. Yeah, a long time. My parents have been married for 32 years. It'll be 32 years in 2 years. Yeah. And my uncles and my aunts, all of them have been married. We don't have any divorced people in our family. All I know is healthy relationships and healthy marriages. So I imitate what I see, which means the dudes that I consider, I need them to kind of imitate that a little bit. I was raised that a man is supposed to be a protector, a provider, and a priest. Okay, so that means I'm supposed to feel secure when I'm with you, and I'm supposed to be provided for, not gold digged, but I'm not gold digging, but provide. You can handle me and you. And priest, you're supposed to lead me somewhere spiritually. Most of these people are leading us to hell. Most of these men are clowns. They don't know where they're going. So sis, how he gonna lead you? So we had this conversation, and he was like, okay, so money-wise, it's kind of hard to provide for women like you because you're independent and y'all don't need no man. Oh, I said, oh, okay. I felt like you were coming from my character a little bit, but let's talk. Okay, so let's talk about women who have their own jobs and their own money and their own stuff. Yes, I know we're a lot. But to the right men, we're not. It's simple. If you think I'm a lot, I ain't for you. It's simple. I'm not asking you to be with me. You're a lot to handle. I didn't ask you to handle me. Somebody else can. Next on the docket. I don't know why men are so intimidated with women who have their own money, but I think if I was a man, I find it attractive, a woman who doesn't need you to get her nails done or get her hair done or buy her a bag. When she can go into the store, she can rack up just as much as you. Y'all don't find that attractive? I don't understand. You're punishing me for getting a degree and being educated and getting my own bread. What? You want me to be barefoot and pregnant and need you? This ain't 1942. No, boo-boo. I get my own. Now, I will say this. With me being kind of independent, it's really hard for me to, like, let the man be the man sometimes because I just feel like I got it. Don't worry about it. So, like, when I do date, I have to remind myself that I can, like, let him swipe his card because I'll swipe it because I'm used to swiping for myself. Like, I have to get in girlfriend mode. So, anyways, he also told me, like, it's really hard to lead black women, which I was so triggered about because I was just like, oh, here we go. He was like, black women are very strong. We had to be. We had to be strong. Like, do y'all not understand that the black woman we carry everything on our backs? Like, okay, during slavery times, most of the time we were ripped away from our families and our children. We raised somebody else's kids. We slept with master when he needed to be slept with because his wife couldn't do the job. Sometimes we were raped and we were beaten and we were all these different things, but we never folded. Black women are the strongest human beings I ever met. It's hard to lead us because we won't feed into your lies. It's hard to lead us because we know where we want to go. Like, you want to control me, and because you can't, I'm not submissive enough. Like, what doesn't make sense? That doesn't make any sense to me. Black women can be led. It's just, where are you leading us to? You don't know. Most of y'all trying to put us in hell. Okay? No, we ain't got time for that. Black women can be led. Black women can be wise. Like, when I tell y'all me and him was having this conversation, it was taking so hard for me not to come through the phone and punch him in the face because he was just saying some blasphemy stuff. And then he said, the whole priest thing, like, you know, church, religion, like, you know, and I said, you know what, different strokes for different folks. But let's not say that I have high standards when you're just not qualified. There's a difference. Like, my standards are great, but you don't meet the standards. That doesn't mean my standards need to be lowered. You need to upgrade yourself. There is nothing wrong with being who you are, commanding your space, commanding your time, and letting people match your fly. Like, how many times are you going to settle just for people to come? No. Reclaim your time, sis. Reclaim your time. If he don't match what you bring to the table, eat by yourself. Period. With anybody, even in friendships, if they can't match what you bring to the table, eat by yourself. Don't starve. Simple. Like, I'm at the point where I'm like, look, I know what I bring to the table. Either you can join what comes to the table or you can dismiss yourself. But as far as me lowering the table and not having a full course spread, that's not going to happen. So y'all let me know. Like, I'm kind of tired of, like, the whole, like, mediocre thing where we're just settling for things. And, you know, like, people saying your standards are too high. Nobody has standards. And so the one time I make you come correct, you're triggered. What? Girl, never be afraid, and don't let these people get up here telling you got too much. Girl, no. You know your price. Baby, I know my price. You know what I'm saying? Baby, I know what I'm worth. I'm not switching my price, period. She thought I'm supposed to downgrade myself so you can, you better come up to this level, boo. I'm just saying, like, so many y'all are great people. Don't let these people get out here and play you like that. Have your standards. Be great. You was strong. You was important. You was kind. You was gonna be somebody. Okay, we'll be back in the corner. Y'all let me know if I was too harsh. I don't think so, but y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. All right, we'll be back in the corner next week.